about the latest Assange news. Oh shit, sorry guys, that was my fault. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry about that, guys. This is what Jonathan Cook says, breaking. Yet another abhorrent decision today by the British judiciary, violating the principle of due process in the continuing political show trial of Julian Assange. Despite recognising that the US is committed to denying Assange the most basic of free speech rights, that is discriminating against him on the basis of his nationality as a non-US citizen, and that he is under real threat of the death penalty in the US penal system, the UK appeal court is still not prepared to free him. Instead, it is seeking yet more assurances from the US about Assange's treatment should he be extradited. And it is, of course, the US that he has, beyond embarrassed, but exposed with his reporting, which revealed significant war crimes, as well as one story that involves the Clintons that you're going to love. And we'll be talking about that in just a matter of seconds. But the post by Cook continues. In the meantime, he will stay caged in the high-security Bell Marsh prison. He's been there for 5 years now under a regime the former UN expert Niels Melzer has described as sustained psychological torture. This case has never been about the legal facts. It's always been about buying time to disappear Assange from public view, to vilify him, to smash the main publishing platform for whistleblowers to expose state crimes, and very possibly to provide a final solution to the problem Assange posed to the state, to state impunity, by killing him from the sustained stress of endless incarceration and trial. Now, let's have a look at how the legacy media in the form of our own but once beloved BBC presents this. You'll note that there's a curiously upbeat tone that's at odds with Stella Assange's reaction immediately after hearing this sort of quasi-verdict. Let's have a look at State Instruments and Propaganda Unit, BBC, state funded by your taxes if you're British, and how they manage this piece of propaganda and tell you that your freedom is not your business.
So more breaking news. This time the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has been given permission by a British court to appeal against his extradition to the US.
That's actually not true. The information and the decision has essentially been given to the US. They just have to say, no, he's not in danger of death, and he will be given a free trial, and then he will be extradited, although there will be a review and an opportunity for him to submit more evidence. That's what they're saying. But do you notice how they're sort of conflating that? So if all you watched was the BBC, you'd go, oh, okay, that's good news. Democracy's working.
Well, we can speak now to our correspondent, Ellie Price, who's outside the High Court in London. So a significant moment for him.
It is a significant moment. They have upheld, as I say, 3 counts of his appeal, which include him receiving essentially the ability to rely on the First Amendment, which is available to US citizens, i.e. that about the freedom of speech. So the fact that he isn't an American, I think there's assurance being now sought that he will indeed enjoy those freedoms that an American citizen would enjoy.
Enjoy? Whee! I'm enjoying my freedoms in the United States. I've been extradited to be with my mates. I'll probably be killed for publishing information that exposed the world's most powerful nation. It's justice, yeah. Woo! It's justice, yeah. Woo! It's justice everywhere. It's justice. We don't care if you criticize the state. Let me tell you, mate, you're going down. Justice. BBC propaganda available now.
And also to make sure that the death penalty is not imposed. Now, those assurances are now being sought from the US authorities. They've got 3 weeks to come back with those assurances, and then there'll be another hearing on the 20th of May. So forgive me, it is all rather complicated.
Almost as if we're trying to make it complicated to conceal the fact that the man who's done nothing wrong and who hasn't had a trial's been in prison for 5 years now. Wonder what it was, though, exactly, that Julian Assange said that's made powerful people so upset. Let's have a look. Julian Assange, ISIS and the Clinton Foundation are both funded by Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Well, that's interesting. That's the kind of information that embarrasses ISIS's PR on the phone. Don't you dare!